What's up, everybody? This is the Everyday Show, episode 11. It's been a couple of months and we are back with another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, you know what they say. Every successful podcast goes on 2-month-long hiatuses. Hiatuses, if you will, between each episode, right? That's all we're doing. Little 2-month break here, little 2-month break there. You 2-month break there, and you shake a little love. You do the breaky, and you break it all about. That's what podcast is all about. Woo! Struggled through that one. All good. I went to Asheville a couple of weeks ago. We're going to talk about that a little bit. And then the day after after I got back from Asheville, I played in a golf tournament. So, we're going to take it out there to the links, baby. And we're going to talk about it. Let's talk to it. And I'm getting ready to start a new job. Woo! Well, not a new job, a new position in my current job. So, bringing up the speed on that little tippy topic. Let's talk to it. Let's get right into it. So I went to Asheville. Me and the little lady. Down to Asheville, North Kakalaki. I wonder where that comes from. North Kakalaki. Is that just something some honky down here made up? Or is that something some damn Yankee made up about us, making fun of us? Or is that, who sings that song? North Carolina. I think the only two people that come to my mind are R. Kelly and Nelly. And I don't know who did it. I don't know who done it. Who dealt it. But I wonder, okay, it's either something some honky made. It's either something some damn Yankee made. Or it's either something that a rapper made, thinking that they were cool. But nonetheless, here we are in North Kakalak. So yeah, a couple weeks ago, went to Asheville, North Carolina. Really take in that mountain air. Nothing like going to the mountains to get at that fresh mountain air. Spending the majority of time downtown in a city filled with cigarette smoke, weirdos, and homeless people. Yeah? So, that's what it's all about. It was a lot of fun to get away for the weekend, just me and the lady. I wasn't even supposed to be there. That's how great of a weekend that was. Beth got 2 tickets to see the Biltmore house in Asheville, which is it's like one of the biggest houses in the world as far as square footage, right? Like legit, I don't know, 14,000, it's got to be like 140,000. I don't know. The freaking their foyer, the lobby area is their foyer is literally big enough where you walk in and probably 3-4 stories high in the foyer, and it's big enough where they have a station set up where you go through metal detectors, you scan your bags, and you're not even crowded on each other. You're not even up against each other. And then you enter into the main rotunda area. Okay? And there is a garden in the middle of the house. And then you look up, and it's got an inverse boob light, but it's just glass that you can see through. It's a dome, otherwise known as a dome, half dome glass window up on the ceiling. But it's a boob light facing up, but only glass. See, the boob lights. Everyone's got them. If you have a house that is from 19 all the days and years up to now. So, the ones I'm talking about. But she got 2 tickets to see the Biltmore house. And so she bought the tickets for her mom to go with her on Mother's Day. It was a Mother's Day present for the lady. And I wasn't even supposed to be there. And that's okay. But her mom couldn't go, and then they tried to reschedule. It didn't work out. That something came up with her, and then something came up with Beth, and blah, blah, blah. Long story short, happy Mother's Day to me. Okay. I get to go as a Mother's Day present. We got to the Biltmore house. I sent her a selfie to her mom. I said, "Happy Mother's Day." I stole that bit right out from under you, But we got a hotel right there, downtown Asheville. Take a little bit of a 5-minute stroll to the breweries and all that stuff in downtown, where all the cig smoke is and all the weirdos. So the first day we get there, and we get there maybe 2 p.m. in the afternoon. We're gonna do a little bit of a lunch situation. We're gonna get a little bit of in our bellies, because we had a little, we wanted to go around to the breweries, right? So we were gonna get a little bit of topsy-turvy with the alcohol. So we went to this place called Farm Burger right there in the heart of downtown. And it was a really solid place. Solid joint. You walk in, and I thought it was like a sit down thing. I thought we were gonna go. Well, it was, but I thought it was a little bit more fast casual, right? A little bit more Moe's vibe. A little bit more Chipotle. Your pie. A little bit of a more Jason's Deli, I could keep going. A little bit more Panera Bread. Noodles and Company. Those are just all the places that I eat. But you could just stalk any one of those restaurants, and you'll catch me one day. But it was a little bit more fast casual. I thought it was going to be more of a waiter situation. But that is just because that was just my assumption of from what Beth told me about it. I'll tell you, you want to know how much research I did? Here it is. The next 5 seconds is how much research I did. That's how much. So I thought it was a restaurant, and that we sat down and got a little service, but it wasn't. So I panicked when I walked in there, and I didn't know what I wanted immediately. And there's a lady standing there, ready to take my order. And she was an intimidating lady because she was beautiful. At least from the eyes up, because you couldn't see her face. She had a mask on. But she was beautiful, had pretty eyes, curly hair, and she was taller than me. So, I was like very, very thrown off, and I was rattled. Okay, and but we got the order. They had the option, it's classic, like you get the burgers, right? And then you got they had fries, and then they had like a loaded fry situation where it's like the farm burger fries, they put their little junk on it, and then they had sweet potato fries, blah, blah. I panicked. I saw and I was like, ooh, they sound good. They had like some garlic on it or whatever, some garlic and some Parmesan. It came out, they were pretty good. But I wish I had tried just the regular fries. I think I would have gone ham on the regular fries. You know what it was? And this is going to be so bitch of me, but I was afraid to get down and dirty in those fries with the garlic and the Parmesan on them. They came out, and I just kind of freaked out a little bit, and I was like, oh, icky. Oh, icky. So I didn't want to touch them. So I was just like grabbing the fries just like this, just like dainty. Ooh, pretty. And but the burger was good. Came out. I got the big old double bitch. I got that double bitch with the bacon. And we're eating it. And I decided that I didn't know how I was going to get that shit in my mouth. Am I right? And so I just picked it up. And it was one of those things, once you pick up that burger, you're not putting it down. You can't. You don't. There's not enough stability. There's not enough structural integrity for you to put that burger down. You're holding it, and your fingers are just dissolving into the bun. You're becoming part of this burger, people. And so you can't put it down. If you put it down, there's no picking it up. You're losing a part of you at this point. So I have the burger in my hand, and I decided I just had to go for it. It's all I got grizz all over my face. I got shits all in my beard, in my Amish beard. And but I keep it clean, right? I keep one hand on the burger, I got one hand on the napkin, and I'm just wiping my face, slapping the fuck out of my face after every bite, just loving life, loving that burger. It was really good. And I look up and I see this lady, this girl, young woman. And she was eating her burger, and it looked like she also got the double burger. Like she was here for a good time, and a long time. And she was like, the burger was as big as she was, okay? And she's got this burger, which, like, I'm all for that. Hell yeah, if I can eat whatever you want to eat, right? Go for it. And she puts the freaking burger up to her mouth and takes a bite out of it and pulls that burger away. And she's just got ketchup all over her face and chili all over her face from that bite. And it goes all up, like it starts on both lips. It starts at the corner, and it just goes up like a smiley face, looking like Heath Ledger from The Dark Knight. Just fucking putting a smile on that face with the ketchup and the chili. And I said, oh my God. And I swear to God, she didn't wipe her face. I'm eating I'm doing the same thing, right? I got the grass on my face. I got the ketchup on my face. My hand is one with the burger. But we take a bite, we wipe it off. We take a bite, we wipe it off. She is sitting there and she bites ketchup. She bites the Joker. Takes another bite and she's still the Joker, dude. And she was the Joker the entire time she was there. Didn't wipe her face once. And it was one of those things where the way we were seated at the table, in the restaurant, I was staring right at her. I had to look away to not look at her. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to look for the jokers on the left of me and the jokers on my right. Here I am, stuck in the middle of you. Right? There's jokers on both sides. I had to look to my left or to my right in order to not be staring directly, making eye contact with the Joker for the duration of that eating event. Gestation event, if you will. And I swear to God, she got up, she ate all of her food, she got up and she said, I gotta go to the loo. You know? And she put her mask on. I still think she had the chili and the ketchup underneath her mask, man. Just rubbing it in. She takes it off. She's just got acne from hell. Yikes. Good riddance. I was so glad when she walked out of that restaurant, man, because then I could just stop wiping my face. Oh, yeah. It's good, though. Then after that, we went to Catalba, a brewing company. Mm-hmm. And I got me a little flight. Got me a little hoppy bitch. And they had a flight with all of the IPAs, which I do love. And I got that. And Beth got this fucking... she got this like smoothie sour. And let me tell you, okay, I hate the beer. Like I pretty much only like IPAs and cheap beer. There's like a couple of like other beers that I'll drink that I think are pretty good, like that aren't an IPA. You know, like I like Fat Tire. You know, I'll drink a Blue Moon. I'll drink I'll drink a Sam Adams if that's the only thing around. But like aside from really those, I just named them. Pretty much. It's IPAs and you know, Bush Light, Michelob's. So, anyway, what was I saying? So I don't like the sours or the porters. I don't know, the stouts. I don't even really like a lot of the wheat beers and the freaking the hefts and all of that. I don't even know what I'm saying. I've heard of these words, so I'm saying them. Beth likes the sours and she likes the stouts and porters, and that is the two extremes of the bears, right? And but those are the only ones she likes. So she got this, and I hate them. Can't, her and I do not agree. We do not have the same taste in beer, and that's fine. She gets her thing and I get my thing. And but she got the other day, or when at Catawba, she got a smoothie sour, and I was like, fuck it, we in Asheville, man. I'm a trizzy try that ish. And I did. And dude, that was one of the best beers that I had that night. That smoothie sour had that milkshakey finish, you know what I'm saying? And it was good. It was good. It wasn't too sour. It was like a blackberry bitch. So yeah, it was good, man. We stayed at Catawba, and then I was like, I thought it'd be, so corny, but I was like, hey, we're gonna go to these breweries, so I'm gonna get some koozies and stuff. And so I got up and I was like, hey, yo, you got a koozie? You got any koozies here for sale? And he's like, yeah, man, we got some koozies. And I said, all right. I said, well, I might be interested in buying one of these koozies. And he said, yeah, man, come on over here. And I said, okay. So he takes me over, and he's walking me to the cabinet. And he opens the cabinet, and he pulls out a pint glass koozie. Humongous, as big as my face, I felt like. And as he's saying that, as he's pulling it out, he's like, we got pint glass koozies. Hey, bro. First of all, a couple of things. I'm such a freaking noob when it comes to all of this. I didn't even know that was a thing that existed. Pint glass koozies. If you had asked me, if you'd come up to me prior to that encounter that I had with this gentleman at Catawba Brewing Company in Asheville, North Carolina, and said, hey, if you had pitched me, if you had Shark Tanked my ass and said, hey, I think there's a missed opportunity in the market, in the beer market. I think, people have been trying to keep these cans cold for a lot of years. And, they're making good money at it. Look at Yeti, I think we're missing an opportunity to keep our glasses cold as well. I would have looked at you, and I would have said, that's the best fucking idea I've ever heard. That's brilliant. We absolutely need that. People drink, they have pint glasses, and sometimes when they're just chilling, having a brewski, a brouhaha, they might not be chug-a-lugging it, and they want to keep it cold, right? I'll buy 1 million of them. I would have bought 1 million of them, thinking that you invented pint koozies. And so he looked at me and he said, we got pint koozies. And I said, oh, wow, these are cool, man. Little known fact about Jake. I own none pint glasses. I own approximately none pint glasses. So then I don't have, and I know that's embarrassing, right? For a burly man. I'm not a burly man. For a masculine man. Not really masculine. For a person who identifies as a heterosexual male. There we go. It's embarrassing to not own pint glasses. I drink beer and, I need to own some pint glasses. It's one of my biggest embarrassments of life. And I just couldn't face this gentleman at the Catawba Brewing Company in Asheville, North Carolina, and tell him, hey, do you guys sell pint glasses too? So I'm not in the market. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm not in the market for these pint glass koozies. Don't need it. Say no. And then he hands it to me. I said, wow, I'm holding it. And I said, how much are they? And he told me the price. I think they were $2 he was selling them for. I think that sounds right. And at this point, he closes the cabinet. And the koozie still in my hand. And he also takes a half of a step back towards the counter. And it's at this moment I realize that I've missed my window to telling him, hey, I don't want it. And so, here we are. I got a pint glass koozie. $2 from Catawba Brewing Company. Because your boy's a sucker and didn't want to cause a scene. Also, man, at the Catawba, there was this lady there, freaking at the bar, like the bartender, worker. She's an employee there, and I walk up, like, I knew the breweries were close by. Maybe it was a bit of a stupid question, but honestly, I was also just trying to kind of make conversation with the gal, just trying to small talk her, you know what I'm saying? And so I walked up to her and I said, hey, where are the breweries nearby? What direction is we going, right? I've never been to Asheville before, I've never spent a time in Asheville before, right? That's actually not true. I've been to Asheville one time before, and I vowed that I would never go again. That was in college. Here we are. Because some weird shit happened to me and my buddy Wes in Asheville. And that's actually, so I vowed I would never go to Asheville, North Carolina ever again. Because when I was a junior in college, a junior in college, I decided that I was going to quit playing baseball in college. And so I quit. I was living with 3 other guys. Yeah, I was living with 3 other dudes. And they all played. And so, I was still very much like involved, and I went to, small school, so I knew everybody anyway, I knew all the guys, etc., etc. So, long story short, I ended up my whole junior year and senior year, really, I went to pretty, every game. And the junior year, I, traveled shit. I went to almost all the road games. So looking back, could have definitely played. I only quit playing baseball because I wanted to be the SGA president, the student body president. I didn't think I could do both. And looking back, it was fucking stupid for me to be the SGA president. That was so dumb. Like, nobody gives a shit, honestly, you know? So I should have just done what I wanted to do. I mean, I wanted to do SGA, but I, like, really just love baseball. But anyway, quit playing baseball. But the guys, they're going down to Covenant College, which is in the top of, what's it called? Lookout Mountain, I think, in right there in the Georgia, Tennessee there, the Chattanooga, you know. Right there in Georgia on the one side, Chattanooga on the other. They're going to go down to Covenant College and play a little bit of baseball. Well, my buddy and roommate Wes, so they take they take the bus down there, right? It's fancy. This is Division III college baseball here. You know, like this. We got the charter bus. Okay. We got the charter bus with the fuck Jerry seats, you know? With the fuck Jerry pattern on the fucking seats. So they're going to go down to Covenant and they're going to take the bus. My buddy, my roommate Wes, he is a teacher. God bless them, huh? God bless those teachers. Bless up. And he was doing his student teaching, and he couldn't make the bus in time, okay? So I'm like, hey, I was going to go down to the game anyway, because I got some buddies from the high school. I got buddies I played ball with in high school. They are down in Covenant College, okay? They're the rivals. This is a conference game. They're playing for Covenant. I played for Peace. My buddies is playing for Peace. We're about to go down to Covenant and get dog smacked, okay? And I need to be there. That's all it was. And so I told the coach, I said, look, I'm going to go down to Covenant anyway. I'm going to go see the games. Why don't I drive Wes? I'll drive down there. I'll bring Wes along with me. No problem. I'll drop him off at the hotel. Bada bing, bada bang. He's pitching the next morning. So off we head. I got to wait for Wes to get back from student teaching. He gets back, packs up. We're on the road, baby. And, the freaking bus ends up leaving like 2 hours late from Peace. So really Wes could have just rode in the bus. He ended up not even like being late. But he was like, fuck it, dude. Like, we already got it approved. Like, let's just ride, dude, you know? And, I don't want to sit with the fuck Jerry cushions, dude. And so we're off. We're going, and we realize that we're ahead of the bus because they left late. And so we're like, fine, we got some time to spare. We also want to catch up with, we don't want to be too far ahead of the bus because they're going to stop for dinner. And we want to get the free meal out of the deal. So we stop in Asheville. And we're going to take a little walk downtown. And dude, let me tell you. So much weird shit happened in Asheville. We're walking downtown. I tell you, Wes, and I don't know, man. Maybe we were all just tripping off of fucking Doobie Brothers or something. The reefer. But Wes is standing. I had a picture once upon a time. Wes is standing there in the street. He takes a picture of Asheville looking down the street. He steps back onto the sidewalk, off the street, back onto the sidewalk. I step into his shoes. I take a walk in Wes's shoes. And I'm going to copy the same picture. Boom. Copy the picture. No originality. The two pictures. There's a car in the picture. In one picture that's not in the other. And the thing is, you can still see the street. So you should be able to see the car. I don't know, maybe it was longer of a timing in between the pictures than I thought. But it just seemed weird. It's like, where the fuck that car go? Why can't we see it anywhere in any of the pictures, like in the street or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So many other fucking shit, weird shit. There was a dream catcher was involved, okay? And I touched it, all right? I touched the dream catcher, and that's ruined it. Ruined life. And then we're also... The fucking craziest thing, we're back in the car. We're actually heading to Zaxby's to meet up with the squad, with the team, to get that free din-din. And this lady walks across the street, and with no regard to oncomers, and also oncoming traffic. And we're like, what the hell? So I gotta hit the brakes hard, right? Dude, she is walking sideways. Okay, picture this. She is walking sideways, and she doesn't stop ever. Her hands are also by her legs, not swinging like a normal person. They're just stiff by her legs. She's just kind of teleporting across the street. And she doesn't stop until she gets right in between my truck, right in between the headlights, right in the middle of my truck, right in line, right in front of it there. And she just rotates her head 90 degrees, her neck, not her shoulders. She just turns her neck 90 degrees like this. And her eyes, I mean, looking back, she was probably just stoned, but it was so scary. Her eyes were so red and creepy, and then she just teleported right back across the street. And I want you to know, so then we go to Zaxby's, blah, blah, blah. Hop back in the car, in the truck, and we're driving down. We're doing the thing. And we're riding through the mountains there. We're doing the tops and turns. It's getting dark outside. Of course, the rain starts falling down. And my fucking truck battery starts dying. I'm like, what the hell? So we got to stop. There's corrosion all of a sudden. This has never happened before. There's corrosion all over the battery. We're cleaning it out, blah, blah, blah. We try and clean it back up. We're running off and running. It starts dying again. Long story short, it's dark outside at this point. I remember looking down, and I'm seeing on my truck the speedometer and the odometer and all of that stuff, the RPMs and all of that, tachometer, what they call it, starts dimming. The lights on it start dimming. I look at the radio. The radio's just dimming down. My headlights. It's like the movie Cars. Like they're just closing their eyes, just going to sleep. The fucking windshield wipers are going slower. The rain's going harder. It's dark outside. We're on a bridge. I look up and all of a sudden we're on a bridge. Who the fuck put a bridge here? I said, we're going down. And I look up. I see a sign for an exit right after the bridge. It was like, we get off the bridge, rotate. It really... I'm making this, I'm catastrophizing it. But it was just an overpass. But it was a bridge, dude. It probably had a sign that says bridge ices before road. Okay? And so right after the bridge, there's the exit ramp. Boom. I'm hitting it. My truck dies in the on the exit ramp. I'm coasting around. Like I said, pitch dark. We're in the middle of fucking nowhere. There's not even a stoplight right here. There are no cars around. So the exit ramp comes to a stop sign. And across the street is like an Exxon or something. There's nothing. But nobody's at the gas station, okay? Let me be clear. I'm coasting. My truck is dead. I look left, I look right. There's no cars coming. I literally coast, blow the stop sign, don't stop because I can't. Coast right in across to the gas station parking lot. And I park the truck at one of the gas pumps that no one's at. I did that so that we could have access to the fucking, the battery and all that shit. Truck's dead. Just boom, camped out at the gas station. Walk inside. Clerk at the gas station. Indian as fuck. Doesn't speak any English. Like the least English that I've ever, of anyone that I've ever met. And I have no idea, what to do. Call. Wes has got AAA. He calls AAA. They're not able to come out or something. There was something weird about AAA. We couldn't get them out. So I call my dad. Like, what the fuck do I do? He's like, good luck, dude. I mean, because what can he do? He's in North Cackalack. He's like, let me know. Stay safe. Finally look up on the Google, because I think the fucking service was bad too, or like at least the internet connection, So it wasn't like great because we're literally in the middle of nowhere, and there is, so we find this get this number for a mechanic or whatever. Call him up. He's like, yeah, sounds like your alternator's gone. He's like, I can handle that. And he's like, tell me where you're at. And I tell him, I see a sign that says White Pine, Tennessee, 7 miles. That's the only sign or indication, any idea where I'm at. And he's like, okay, got it. Long story short, he didn't know where the fuck we were. He calls me back. He's like, actually, I think you're like 2 hours away from me. Sorry, bud. Man, now what are we going to do? Dad comes up with the big brain play. He calls me. Give credit where credit's due, people. He calls me. He says, hey, give Ryan Gosney's, shout out Ryan Gosney. give Ryan Gosney's parents a call. They're going down to Covenant this weekend to watch Ryan play. I played baseball with Ryan in high school. He went to Covenant for a couple of years to play ball down there. He said they're going down to the game. They can maybe they can help you out. I give him a call. Dude, by the grace of God, can I get an amen up in here? They were like 30 minutes from like approaching our exit. And so they literally just swooped in. They also coasted right through the stop sign and just parked right there next to the truck. And we transferred all of our bags, and then Wes and I just left my truck right there at the gas station and piled into Ryan Gosney's parents, Mike and Angie. Piled into Mike and Angie's van and rode 2 more hours down to Chattanooga. And then the next morning, Mike picked me up at like 6 a.m., drove 2 hours back to my truck. Had to jump it 4 times on the way to get 7 miles because it just kept dying. Had to jump it off 4 times to go 7 miles to the next mechanic's place in White Pine, Tennessee. And get my alternator replaced. And then drive 2 hours back to Covenant to watch some baseball games. And then, wouldn't you know, the fucking coach for Peace had the nerve to say, you're going to have to drive back on your own by yourself to Raleigh. Wes has got to come with us because he's we're liable. I said, dude, my truck just fucking broke down, dude, in the middle of White Pine, Tennessee. What do you think I was going to do? What do you think I was going to do? What if my truck breaks down again, huh? What are we going to do? He said, I'm sorry, I don't know. And so I drove. I just blasted J. Cole the whole way home, Brett. So yeah, I vowed to never go back to Asheville again, but here we were. We did it. And dude, I just told fucking 2 long ass stories and didn't even get to our time in Asheville. So that's great. But anyway, first day. So I guess we'll sum it up. We'll sum it up. The first day we did a bunch of breweries and shit. Catawba, Green Man, Twin Leaf. Twin Leaf was cool, but underappreciated, man. There was nobody there, but it was good. I liked it. And then the second day we went to the Biltmore, which was awesome, dude. The Biltmore is so cool. It's massive. There's, basically, so it was owned by the Vanderbilts. They squandered their money. And so now they basically just farm out. People just come visit where we lived. They got this 2-mile long driveway. But like I said, you walk into the freaking thing where the boob light was, but it's just glass. It's a circle. And it led to all the rooms. So, how fucking cool is that, dude? You have a central space in your house. You're not walking from one room into a hallway into another room, dude. You literally, the main floor, it's just a big fucking circle, and then everything, branches off of there. And then to get to the other room, you gotta come back into the circle, dude, and walk around and go back into the fucking dining room. And then you leave the dining room and you go into the fucking sitting room. And then there's the fucking music room. Oh, and the billiards table, the game room, you know. The bachelor's, area, pad, wing, I think they called it. Dude, it was so cool. There's not an area of art or design in the floors and the walls and the ceiling that went, unnoticed or, by the architects. So really cool house. If you guys haven't been to the Biltmore, definitely check it out. They got the fucking gardens out there too that are beautiful. Everything's just so massive, and it's just backed up to literal mountains, to the Pisgah National fucking Forest or whatever. And it's just beautiful out there. They got a winery out there. We went out to the winery. At the winery, they got like a little farm. And, dude, they had the chickens out there, and this one rooster was fucking crowing. And one chicken escaped the pen, but like was just chilling right around it. Wasn't trying to like run away, But he was just like, I'm not leaving, but just let me outside. You know what I mean? Like, you can't keep me captive. Like, I'm going to chill here. My family's here. I got loved ones here. But just, don't put baby in a corner. And he was just chilling, dude. And he had no neck. And he was just in the bushes and scaring all the kids and everything. And then there was this one rooster who kept crowing. And he just... And he had a fucking giraffe neck. And they were all shaved. Dude, they were the ugliest, all of them were the ugliest chickens I've ever seen in my life. Every single one of them. And, dude, he looked so bad. And I took a video of it. I put it on Instagram. And I thought it was cool that I got a video of the fucking rooster crowing, It was only like a 30-second long video, and he crowed in that 30 seconds. Like, what are the odds? I didn't even have to trim it, dude. Didn't even have to edit it. I posted it on Instagram, and fucking someone commented, shout out Haley, commenting on the Instagram post, was like, so we're not going to talk about the other chicken next to the rooster just shitting everywhere? I went back and looked. Dude, I hadn't even noticed. I was so proud of that rooster crowing and me getting it on video. Woo! Dude, I didn't even notice that this other chicken next to it just straight projectile shat. Almost in the rooster's mouth, actually. Don't know how I missed it. And that was great, dude. So and I cackled when I saw it. The first time. I on my own video didn't even fucking see it. It was a good time, man. Asheville was cool. We're gonna do a little hike. It got a little the weather wasn't working out for us, but there's always next time, right? So yeah, 10 to 10 would do Asheville again. Asheville is a really cool place, kind of weird, but it was fun. Had a good time. Did the breweries. Biltmore was awesome. Definitely, like I said, recommend it. And that's that. Look, we're at 54 minutes. I was going to talk to you guys about the golf tournament, starting a new job, everything. I think I'm going to cut it. I think that's going to do it for this episode. I told you two fucking just epic stories, right? So that'll be it. Thank you guys for listening. When you listen, be sure to share it on social media and tag me in it. That would really mean a lot. Let me know when you're giving this podcast a listen, man. That, like, just kind of knowing that there are people out there listening to it really motivates me. And, you know, also it helps get the word out about the show, right? We're on that grassroots bullshit. We're on that grassroots bullshit, baby. So post it on social media when you're listening so that others will get in there and listen too. Rate and review the podcast on Apple Podcasts, and also do it on Spotify if you can. I don't know if you can or not, but if you can, do it. And be sure to let me know if you're listening and if you like the show. You know, I don't want to do it if nobody gives a shit about it. So, like I said, it really fucking motivates me. I want to do this, guys. Do this for you guys. I want to do something and put something out there that you guys enjoy and get some sort of satisfaction from it. To be honest, I don't really know why you would give a shit about the show or about, you know, me and what's going on in my life. But, you know, if you do, tell me, because it motivates me to continue doing this and putting it out there. So even just sending me a text, DM me or whatever, share the show on social media. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for everything. See you next time.